Bukom Banku, the abundance of water, the foolish man must be taste. And the grace of okra is a cassava shade. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the big lady in the town, Mrs Charllotte Osei, the fresh lady in town, our fair Patricia. It's a beautiful lady in town. It's a creativity. Say, you see my fresh lady in town. Mrs Charllotte, good morning.
Good morning, Bukom Banku.
Today is my first time I see you in my life. You are fresh too much.
Me too. Today is the first time I'm seeing you.
You are Ghana born baby, or you are outside Ghana born baby. Where? Fresh lady. I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Some people in the slums believe the increasing teenage pregnant are because there are no jobs for the girls in those areas. Do you agree?
I don't think so. I don't think jobs are the only issue. Most of the teenagers who are getting pregnant, when you look at the statistics and you look at their ages, 14, 15, should not even be working. They should be in school. So what we should be addressing is, why are they not in school, or why are they getting pregnant while they're in school? And if they get pregnant, then we should put them, make sure that they can go back to school. We take care of the baby so that they can go back to school, and if they go back to school, then they get skills. Then they can work, so that jobs do not become the issue. And once they can work, then they can take better care of themselves and the children that they have, and make sure that those children get a good education as well. So it is not jobs. Maybe jobs may be the problem if it is that their parents are not working, and so their parents are not able to give them the kind of care that they should give them, which is what leads to them getting pregnant. But as much as possible, we need to make sure that these kids go back to school so that they can finish their education and take better care of themselves and the babies.
So, how best can this challenge be addressed?
It has to start from all of us. So let's take you, Banku. Do you have any teenage daughter? Do you have a daughter who is a teenager?
No.
Banku, you told me your daughter Memuna is 17.
Yes.
17, she's a teenager. So what is Memuna doing? Are you taking good care of Memuna? Are you making sure that Memuna can go to school? Are you making sure that Memuna can learn a skill, a trade, so that even if Memuna gets pregnant, Memuna can take care of herself and take care of her child? And if she gets pregnant, what will you as the parent do to support her? So for everybody who sees a child who gets pregnant while in school, we can help that child by supporting the baby, making sure the child goes back to school, gets to learn a skill, and then we can all save that child. So in terms of what we can do, if you, for instance, in the Bukom area, you can bring me 20 young girls who are teenage mothers and who really want to go back to school, or who really want to learn a skill to take care of themselves, I commit to finding partners who would help these girls learn a skill and go back to school and take better care of themselves.
Finally, what word of advice do you have for our young girls in the slums who will want to be like you, the fresh woman?
I would advise the young girls in the slums to take their education seriously. If you find that you are not somebody who is academically inclined, as in you don't like school, before you say I'm speaking big English again. So if you find that you, the young girl, you don't like school, make sure you learn something. Learn to do something with your hands. Can you sew? Can you make soap? Can you do tie-dye? Learn to do something. Can you do hair? Get a skill. Once you get a skill, you are better empowered to help yourself. In other words, you can stand. And then for people like you, Banku, who like marrying plenty women, it also contributes to teenage pregnancy. Make sure that the women have a job. They can take care of themselves. So that even if you are not there tomorrow, they can take care of themselves, they can take care of their children. That is the only way we can stop teenage pregnancy. And as parents, we need to pay attention. Focus on your children. Focus on your children. When you go and buy tatali, Banku, go back to your house. Don't look at girls. Focus on your children. That is how we'll stop teenage pregnancy.